You had a really good adversarial relationship with Ducat. I was just wondering what it took to kind of get into that, because you played off each other really well.
Again, another incredible actor, but it didn't take much because in my psyche, I didn't like him. I didn't see him out of makeup ever, because he'd have to go to the makeup trailer before I did, so he was already there.
You'd walk by with your coffee and be
yeah,
like,
that's right.
still in the chair.
No, but him, I'd just be like, I didn't want to talk to him. He'd have his, gills on, and I'd be like, ugh, Kardashian. And he was always he was always working at, going, why don't we do our scene in front of, the stars? And it was like, no, I don't think so. I'll be behind the desk here and you stay right over there. So we both kind of carried out our characters, and after a while, think of it, we did 26 episodes a year and 16-hour days minimum. And we just kept going and filming and filming. I spent a lot more time as Kira than I did as Nana. So, yeah, I even had dreams as Kira, running from Kardashians and stuff. And it would be like, wait a minute, that wasn't my dream. That's weird. When it gets down to your psyche to that level. Yeah.
Wow, we have a question right here.
As a language teacher, I've worked a lot over the years with refugees and people who have lived that experience, and the experience of being freedom fighters / terrorists. And for that reason, I was always totally fascinated by the political underpinnings and the socio-political underpinnings of Deep Space Nine. How did you find a way to relate Kira into that space where she's had those experiences and she's now putting them together in this new political reality?
Well, really, if we'd had the information that we do now about post-traumatic stress disorder, she had it. She definitely had post-traumatic stress disorder, and she would have been treated, and it would have been a great storyline. But she had to kind of recover on her own. So you see in the 7 years where she becomes able to relate more and more to everybody else. It was a natural progression. But really, to get myself there, it was interesting. It kind of happened by itself. The first time I put the nose on, they didn't really it was a pilot, and they didn't really know our timing, and sometimes I'd be called at 4:30 in the morning, get my nose on, and then they'd realize, and it takes time. They weren't going to use me for 12 hours. So I'd have 12 hours, and I said, can I just go to Larchmont Boulevard, which is a little storefront shop, and go and have lunch? It's near Paramount Studios. And I could walk there just to get off of Paramount, just to, because it gets really, 12 hours is a long time to wait. And it's more exhausting to wait, isn't it, than to actually work? So anyway, I would do that a couple of days a week at first. And even on Paramount, people didn't know what we were filming. The makeup looked amazingly, it looked real. And they'd do a double take, and they'd look at me and look at my nose. And I started to feel judged. And it was like, yeah, what? What? Yeah, my nose is like that. Now what? And Kira started to be born, because that's the way Kardashians looked at Bajorans. Oh, you have one of those noses. Oh, yeah, I do. Now what? So that really helped me get in. That was my way in.
You still got one in the closet, maybe at home you could...
I have a few.
All right.
For those special occasions.
Okay. All right.